allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty and everlasting God, who presides over all things in heaven and earth, come and preside over these deliberations, so that those that make the decisions may be guided by your wisdom.
Mayor, you're up. He's not on. Either.
Hi, Steve. Officer, how are you? Good. Good evening, Council. Okay, we have a resolution and ordinance for your approval tonight, authorizing the proper city officials to execute an agreement for financial advisor services and any related documents with PFM related to performing a financial analysis of the value of the city's sewer conveyance system and other related services. This is basically employing PFM with your approval to go out and actually value the sewer system. Okay, we don't have the ability to do that in-house, and they are experts in the field to do that. So that's what this is about. Their fee would be paid, if we do sell the sewer system, we'd be paid out of that sale. Okay? Any questions regarding that?
So just that gives us a valuation.
Yeah, Councilman, it's going to give us a value of what our system is worth. I'll give you an example. At Brookside Levee, we put roughly $1.2 million into that flood mitigation. That adds value to our system. Down at Barney, off of Barney Street, there's a pumping station. Okay, these different things that we've invested in, helps to add values to the sewer system. They're going to go out there and they'll do that for us based on your approval.
Well, regardless of how much it's worth, it certainly is in our best interest to explore for future infrastructure needs, because obviously it's one of the most important things we could do to make sure that all our infrastructure is up to date.
Exactly. Okay.
If we decide not to sell it at this time, how does the fee get paid? We're paying that fee?
There'll be an evaluation of the services. And if I can elaborate just a little bit, you know what we've gone through with the Horton Street situation. Sewer system's roughly over 125 years old, but going through the city of Wilkes-Barre, over 600 streets. I mean, the systems are old, they're aged, they're in repair. It could cost $50–60 million to do the required repairs over the next several years. If we do decide that it's in the best interest with your approval to sell the sewer system, all those repairs would be done by the entity that buys the system. Okay, that's one of the reasons. But also we look at the best thing that's best for the residents of the city of Wilkes-Barre. Trying to keep our rates as low as possible, but also trying to gain as much money as we can if we do sell it. Okay, with that in mind. So I think we're all feeling the same way there, but we don't know what's going to happen. Let's get the evaluation first, then we can proceed further if necessary. So this is basically just getting your approval to perform the analysis. Okay. Can I go on? Okay. All right. Secondly, an ordinance adopting a cable franchise agreement with Verizon Pennsylvania, LLC, to construct, operate, and maintain a cable television system together with other services prescribing terms and conditions and other legal requirements. This is basically another cable provider. It's good to have competition within the city, and it's just another one that people can choose if you do approve it, so that now our residents have approval for your approval to go ahead and look at another way to provide a cable service.
Mayor, if I may, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but I know we have Service Electric, Comcast, I guess is the other one, Comcast Xfinity. I see a lot of other trucks like Loop and some other ones around. I don't know if we have agreements with all those other ones. I see them hanging a lot of wires all over the place, and I don't know if there's agreements with others that I'm not. Maybe we can, if we can find out how many others that we currently have that have agreements besides Service Electric.
Just Verizon and Comcast have the franchise agreements. But I'm
And Service Electric.
Service Electric and Comcast, that's all I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just see a lot of trucks and a lot of activity going on now with other names on trucks. I didn't know if we had agreements, but I probably don't really see any other ones out there.
So just, I
Charlie?
know we have,
There's a difference, I'm not an expert in cable, but there's a difference between a provider and a service provider, which is like Loop is a provider of distribution, but they're not a cable provider. So these cable franchises are basically companies that provide streaming services.
Oh.
That's the differences. You may see it in a number of companies moving wires, but they're just basically providing a wire system on which the streaming services are.
They use the system, okay.
Yes, so our cable franchises were providing that type of visual, those type of things. So you will see service companies, but they're doing something different. They're not producing a streaming vehicle.
Thank you.
Now, just so council's aware, I have a Paul Train on speakerphone now. Paul is the attorney for Verizon. He's up in Boston. So he's with us tonight to answer any questions council may have. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And if you can't hear the questions from council, I'll certainly repeat them.
so I could just get a general idea of, is this going to require any digging? Is this going to be lines run? Are they already set and ready to go?
So in this instance, Verizon, because it currently provides broadband and telephone service in the community, most of the communities built out already, so they're at least probably, the first 30 to 40 years of the franchise, there'd be no building at all, except for maybe a drop from the street to a house. So the benefit is that I thought I saw the numbers, 11,650 households are eligible for the service right away once the franchise is approved.
Anybody else?
No.
Perfect.
All right. That's the only question, Paul, so I guess we're going to let you go.
I appreciate it.
If you need me for anything, you know how to get in touch. All right, thanks, Paul.
I do want to say one other thing. We did have a bereavement ceremony for one of our paramedics, Eric Johns, and it was really heartwarming to see how the fire company, paramedics, and the police department came out to pay homage to one of our brothers. So it was great because the police honor guard was there, also police officers were making sure that the cars and the traffic was moving in an orderly fashion. People were safe coming across the street. And then also several of the police and fire people were there to show their, like I said, their homage to Mr. Johns. So it was nice to see everyone getting together between the police and fire to pay their tribute. So being 20 years there also, and it was just great to see that because this young man, he fought it for several years, cancer, and took his life. But it was a great tribute.
Presentations. Presentations.
All right. You're good?
Well, I'm waiting for you to start hitting me with the questions. We're supposed to be sitting down.
No, the only thing I have is just come, and we've been down this road before, literally, exit 2, Wilkes-Barre Boulevard. I don't know if there's any way of revisiting that again with the state and ask them if they've done any other surveys or. I came down yesterday, around this time yesterday, from Hollenbeck Station down towards downtown, and there was some poor motors that pulled out, crossed there, and had nowhere to go because of traffic coming north. and he was unable to see it, I guess, at that particular point, literally stopped in front of me in the lane of travel. I stopped, of course, and I didn't blow the horn or anything because I certainly understand that he had nowhere to go. And it's a lack of a traffic light mirror that we've discussed numerous times there. And I just don't want to see anyone else get hurt there. I just don't know. What's working, what's there now is not working. The stop sign is not working. It's just too big of an intersection. The traffic speeds are too great. The sight distance is minimal at best. And I know we've visited several times with the state. I don't know if there's any way that we can reach out to them one more time and ask them to, again, maybe refresh their survey and see if there's anything that can be done for what's there. I don't know who I would see about that as far as making that request, but I think to do nothing right now, in fact, the situation has not gotten any better. Would that be through your office, or?
It would be, yeah.
If we could, I know in all your free time, I know how busy you are, but I think it's something that we should revisit at some point and ask them to take another look at it.
Charlie and I will discuss that tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Bill, did you want to mention anything about your park, Parsons Park?
No, I just want to thank you for all that you're doing with it, and I know, and the meeting with the Parsons Lions and your staff, as we did about a week or so ago, and meeting again at the park to look at a layout. And the plan is for that 200 by 200 piece of land in front of Parsons Park, which was the Little League field, which was taken down. And everyone agreed that the best use for that land would be a Veterans Memorial type park at that location. And I know your staff, Joyce and Dave and everybody's been working, putting something together that would be a proper tribute to our veterans. And I think I'm really happy about it moving forward. And for the Parsons Lions, I think it's going to be really nice. Everybody's throwing their ideas out there, and I think we can get something really.
And the nice thing is you're going to see a large 4x8 sign erected at that site showing the different branches of the military that will be honored, and there'll be a nice sign, red, white, and blue with the flag behind it, designating that this is the future home of the Veterans Park, okay? When we do the Veterans Parade every year, we'll be able to stop there and, Memorial Parade, and stop there and pay tribute on Memorial Day. So if you get up there in the next, give us a couple of days, the sign's going to go up, and then you'll see a beautiful sign designating that as the next Veterans Park.
The Parsons Lions appreciate it because they are Parsons. They use the park in that area for their Memorial Day Parade, Easter egg hunts, and some other events that they do have, and other residents will be able to use that area for other events as well. So it could be nice. Thank you.
Mr. Brooks.
I want to thank the mayor and Dave Lewis for spending particularly good attention to Virginia Thomas, who came to our last meeting on Dana Street. And also thank you for the suggestion about looking at different amendments to perhaps the pave cut ordinance. So I passed out the recent amendment that Scranton did to their pave cut, just for people to review, not saying this would be something that we would do, but I'd like to get your input on back, particularly you, Tim, if we want to analyze the differences, the strengths and weaknesses of the Scranton ordinance vis-a-vis ours. But one thing that they do that I think is really helpful for the public, and it's on the front page of this ordinance, is on the Scranton City's website, they have this thing called a pave cut dashboard. And it shows in a location, it's a map, and you can zoom in on the map, and it's color-coded between the water company, the gas company, wastewater, internet, and electrical work. And so, for example, today, right now, Scranton has 673 permits that are out there doing work, and it has it broken down exactly who's the water company, where they are, and all that, and a time frame, the status, is it an emergency, is it not an emergency? So it has all that information. So take it for your review, Charlie and Tim and rest of the council to see if there's something in there that might help us, help the public. I do want to thank the Citizens Voice over there. The utility companies have called me, and Pennsylvania American Water wants to do a neighborhood meeting. They saw that in the newspaper that I was talking about their exorbitant salaries and going door to door, so the PR executive called and said, I saw your quote in the paper. So we are now arranging a public meeting for the neighbors, for at least on Pennsylvania American Water. So that's also good news as well. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Great.
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, it's got a quiet week here. I just had a call about see if we can get more police presence down at the bus station. I guess the gentleman said that there's a lot of kids riding bikes, bothering people, hitting cars and stuff. So, I mean, I personally didn't witness it, but I'm just relaying it to the proper officials. And thank DPW for removing a bunch of graffiti on Wayne Street. It looks so much better. And that's all I have for today.
Perfect. I actually have nothing for you today.
Well,
So,
Yes, again, say it.
getting away that easy.
Oh, no.
Say that again.
today you were off the hook.
Thursday's another day.
Guarantee Thursdays. 2 days away. E-bikes. So I was looking at rules that are in place. So New Jersey just passed a state law. So I really do think I have to go to the state on a lot of what I would like to implement. Can we look at putting something in place where they are limited in the business district?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least as a start for now, are we able to do that?
I would think so. I don't want to give you 100% sure we can, but I would think so, yes.
Yeah.
So just do something that would eliminate the operation of bikes in the
To
business
start,
district,
right.
which would be defined as a certain area downtown.
On the sidewalk.
Well, right now, technically, it's not supposed to be on sidewalks anyway. Christopher was saying, well, most of the
Right.
And then, like, we had talked about doing a registration or, taking insurance, but that really does have to be done statewide, because we can't regulate just our small area. So, I think for a start, maybe we can look at that. And that's all I got. Anybody else got anything? Okay. All right, motion adjourned. And we wish you good luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
Safe travels.
You know.
Yeah,